What does your hat say?
ICE.
What does that stand for?
Immigration, Customs, and Enforcement.
Hey, emotions, man. Just listen.
Have a nice day.
Listen, I'm not saying that she was right.
Let's have a conversation.
She was not.
It's always the damn tortas! They always do something foolish and then run off like a coward. And they'll be the first one to accuse you of violence and intolerance. You know, that's exactly how a misbehaving child would act in this situation. Like, do these people not know that putting your hands on somebody else is called assault? If you can't control your emotions, you're a liability.
I began to pass out. Then my head hit the wall. Boom. But I had a praying grandmother.
He needs some milk.
Now, why the heck would she walk across the treadmills? They all came to lose weight, but lost balance instead. Bro grabbed them by the too serious.
Disaster relief funds used on immigrants illegally in the U.S. The fact is, no money is being diverted from response needs. That's the fact. Misinformation, disinformation is indeed dangerous. It gets in the way in what we're trying to do here.
What an odd thing to say.
Not our president! Not our president!
Not our citizens! Not our citizens! If Trump is not your president, you must be in the wrong country.
Los Angeles has been plagued with locals taking part in protests against President Donald Trump's deportation operations that started on his first day of his second term. Signs and speakers at these protests claim Trump is targeting the immigrant community out of racism and oppression. Instead, the main targets for Trump's deportations have been hardened criminals and gang members, along with illegal immigrants who already have a deportation order.
Donald Trump, go to hell!
One speaker said she cut off her MAGA family members because she could not stand by while they supported Trump.
Nobody listened, even to my own family, that I had to let go of because I couldn't. It's a cult. We need to fight every day. Fight Project 2025. Understand it because it's at your doorstep.
I'm not gonna do nothing.
It's not worth it.
I know.
You want them to be right?
No.
A photo doesn't cost your life.
Wait, we can't take photos?
The more we attract the photos, everyone's taking photos.
Oh, okay.
Everyone's gonna attract up to take more photos.
Okay.
Closer and closer for the fucking picture, and that's our life.
Yeah. So what do you recommend?
Imagine your wife going into labor and you had to use the freaking highway. As much as I can appreciate your cause, but blocking a major freeway just pisses people off. Support the country that you live in or live in the country you support.
Where are these leaks coming from?
Well, look, we think it's coming from inside, and we know the first leak of Aurora is under current investigation. We think we identified that person under investigation right now. The California leak, Secretary Noem, she's correct. Some of the information we're receiving tends to lead toward the FBI. But I talked to the Deputy Attorney General all this weekend. They've opened up a criminal investigation. And they have promised that not only this person lose their job and lose their pension, they're going to go to jail. They're going to criminally prosecute. So we're all over it. We got the DHS IG investigating the first one. Have a pretty good idea what happened. Can't share a lot because it's under investigation, but the IG's opened up a criminal investigation on the second one. We're sending a strong message. It's just not, giving the bad guys a heads up so they can escape apprehension. Right? We're arresting, giving the Venezuela gang a heads up so we can't arrest them. You're putting officers' lives at risk. It's only a matter of time if we walk into a place where there's going to be a bad guy doesn't care. He's going to be sitting and wait for the officers to show up and ambush him. This is not a game. So DHS and DOJ are connected at hip to hold these people responsible in a criminal fashion.
An example must be set. These leaks are going to end up costing these innocent ICE agents their lives.
Every single one of them. And not just the men, but the women and the children too.
Big booty Latinas can stay. Protect big booty Latinas.
Man, what's up with that? Don't come over here disrespecting our women.
Well, I'm trying to protect them. I don't want them to get deported.
Fucking racist asshole.
How is that racist? I want big booty Latinas protected. Dude, I'm on your side. Tina, what are you doing?
You scared, my boy?
I'm not scared at all. What's going on?
Don't fucking push me.
Hey, I'm not touching you.
Push.
I'm trying to protect you.
No, the fuck you're not.
Yes, I am. You're a big booty Latina.
Hey, you say that one more time. If he says that one more
What I
time.
say, big booty Latina. What are you gonna do?
That one more time.
Big booty Latina.
One more time.
Big booty Latina.
Say that one more time.
Big booty Latina.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Big booty Latinas get to stay.
Let's go to the back right now.
Yeah.
Hey, let's go to the back right now. I'll show you how much scared I am.
Oh, I'm real scared. I'm real scared. Protect her. I want to protect all big booty Latinas. If she's a 9, she's fine. Protect big booty Latinas.
He's calling me out, but he won't go to the back with me real quick.
I'm not gonna wrestle with 2 twinks and some fat Mexican.
Just me. Just fuck with this fat Mexican in the back.
If there's a taco truck right there, maybe. We want to protect big booty Latinas under all costs. Big booty Latinas. Big booty Latinas are welcome to stay, not big booty Latinos. His ass, he's got to go.
What's up with this brown beret? What appears to be in some Boy Scout uniform of some sort. Is this the army that Joe Biden imported? But you gotta give him credit when credit is due. This man got that short man energy.
¿Ustedes vieron la película de Abuelita? Amiga. Amiga. Amiga, un tequila. Es que tengo la voz ronca.
Now, chat, what do you think we should do? Should we deport this big booty Latina?
Deported to my house, brother. Why are we building walls and not trampolines? I'll get her paper, she can stay. Call me ice, cause I'll take her. Tell her I'll marry her for 30 bands. Legalize Latinas. If this don't change Republicans' position on immigration, I don't wear her. Only thing illegal is her face card. But could you never decline?
HUD would say they are coming over illegally and taking our men.
She isn't eating the dogs or eating the cats, but she I just accidentally airdropped my location to her. Oops, she need a green card. She need a green card.
You guys say that you lean more liberal or more conservative?
Definitely more liberal.
Yeah. Okay, why liberal?
Because I'm black.
Yeah. We're gay. What do you guys think is the biggest issue that's facing Gen Z right now?
Many of us leave colleges that we pay a bunch of money for with a degree, and we can't get a job. And then you have people like Mr. Charlie here telling you, yeah, you know, if you work harder, it's Gen Z is so lazy. They're so lazy and they care about things that don't matter, whatever. But it's the truth. We leave schools with spending all this money for a degree, and we can't even use them, and we're stuck in like low-income jobs.
So is college a scam?
No.
Turned out, after I got my gender studies degree, nobody at the gender studies factory was hiring. Tell me you're brainwashed without telling me you're brainwashed. Why Democrat? Because I'm black.
Me tar, you tar, retard nation. Me tar, you tar, retard nation. Me tar, you tar, retard.
I look at how this works for the Pope. Pope wants to fix the Catholic Church. I'm saying this as a lifelong Catholic. I was baptized Catholic. I was First Communion as a Catholic. Confirmation as a Catholic. He ought to fix the Catholic Church and concentrate on his work and leave border enforcement to us. He wants to attack us from securing our border. He's got a wall around the Vatican, does he not? So he's got a wall around to protect his people and himself, but we can't have a wall around the United States. So I wish he'd stick to the Catholic Church and fix that and leave border enforcement to us.
Now, how many illegal immigrants is the Vatican housing and caring for? I love how Tom Homan shuts down the hypocrisy with facts. The Vatican has walls for a reason. Security matters, even for the Pope. Time for these libtards to stop lecturing and start listening to common sense.
Bueno, mis amigos, todo fue bonito mientras duró el sueño de Atlanta. Nos toca irnos de este hermoso estado porque ya las leyes ya se pusieron demasiado duras, mi gente. Aquí nos vamos con nuestras pocas cosas. hasta el hermoso estado de California. Dicen que por ahí la vida es más fácil, que la migra no llega allá, porque aquí esta mañana nos vinieron a sacar de nuestros hogares. Los dueños de los apartamentos nos sacaron y dicen que ya no nos podemos vivir aquí porque no tenemos la documentación necesaria, mis amigos. Así es de que adiós Atlanta, adiós Georgia. Nos vamos para California. Y pues de ahí, pues, a donde el destino nos lleve, mi gente. Como dice la canción, me voy con rumbo al sur. Saludos, amigos.
The most expensive state to live in America is easier for a migrant. Wrap your head around that. Democrats has absolutely destroyed the state of California. And Governor Gavin Newsom, he probably spends all our tax dollars on his freaking hair gel.
He needs some milk.
Quantos anos você tem, moça?
Eu tenho 12.
12?
12.
Eu juro que não parecia. Eu não mereço. Not guilty. Ah, não comias também. Estás louco? Não parecia. Eu estou te dizendo, não parecia.
So I'm out on the San Diego border, and there are these piles of water set up by NGOs or someone, and it's the Hotel Indigo. So I don't know, Hotel Indigo, you let me know. Is this a special brand strategy you have for illegal aliens coming through the country, or maybe did somebody rip you off, steal your water, and then put it out on the San Diego border? Maybe you'll let us know.
This is outrageous. NGOs enabling illegal entry into our country must be stopped. It's time for accountability and securing our borders, not facilitating lawlessness. We need leaders like Matt Gaetz who aren't afraid to expose the truth. So which leads me on to the next video. So I really want you guys to understand what Elon is doing with Doge. It's exposing all the corruption that has been going on behind the scenes in our system. Take a look.
You have a Pentagon that has billions of dollars that they hide. We don't ask for any accounting of. They never pass an audit in the history of audits. I've often said the only way we're really going to get to the bottom of this is somebody's going to walk out of one of these labs with this information and puts it out on the internet before they commit suicide by shooting themselves in the back of the head 5 times.
So the at a high level, if you say what is the goal of Doge, and I think a significant part of the presidency is to restore democracy. This may seem like, well, aren't we in a democracy? Well, if you don't have a feedback loop, okay, we would have to. If you, sorry. So, I tell you, gravitas can be difficult sometimes. If there's not a good feedback loop from the people to the government, and if you have rule of the bureaucrat, or if the bureaucracy is in charge, and then what meaning does democracy actually have? If the people cannot vote and have their will be decided by their elected representatives in the form of the president and the Senate and the House, then we don't live in a democracy, we live in a bureaucracy. So it's incredibly important that we close that feedback loop, we fix that feedback loop, and that the public's elected representatives, the president, the House, and the Senate, decide what happens, as opposed to a large unelected bureaucracy. This is not to say that there are good people who are in the federal bureaucracy, but you can't have an autonomous federal bureaucracy. You have to have one that is responsive to the people. That's the whole point of a democracy. And if you looked at if you looked at the founders today and said, what do you think of the way things have turned out? Well, we have this unelected, fourth unconstitutional branch of government, which is the bureaucracy, which has, in a lot of ways, currently more power than any elected representative. And this is not something that people want, and it does not match the will of the people. So it's just something we've got to fix. And we've also got to address the deficit. So we've got a $2 trillion deficit, and if we don't do something about this deficit, the country's going bankrupt. I mean, it's really astounding that the interest payments alone on the national debt exceed the Defense Department budget, which is shocking because we spend a lot of money on defense, And if that just keeps going, we're essentially going to bankrupt the country. So what I really want to say is, like, it's not optional for us to reduce the federal expenses. It's essential. It's essential for America to remain solvent as a country, and it's essential for America to have the resources necessary to provide things to its citizens and not simply be servicing vast amounts of debt.
These men are more transparent than a brand new window. What a concept! Telling the public what the government is actually doing. And the fact that accountability needs to be explained, that tells you everything you need to know.
What about the groceries? Have they come down yet?
I don't give a fuck about grocery prices. We are exposing the corruption in this country in real time, and we're reducing government spending at the same time. Billions of dollars we are saving after we cut off funding dumb shit. And all you guys can talk about is grocery prices. Anybody with a brain knows you can't fix the economy in a day. We all know that. Donald Trump knows that. You know that. So stop acting dumb.
Thanks for joining us. We begin tonight with Musk and Big Balls.
Big balls.
Big balls.
Big Balls, who work for Elon Musk's so-called Department of Government Efficiency, Doge.
In the one case of the Big Balls kid, a literal teenager.
Big Balls online, Big Balls here that Katie's talking about. A 19-year-old that goes by the username Big Balls. So that would be one way that we could refer to him.
Young computer whizzes, the aforementioned Big Balls.
Because who among us doesn't feel better about big balls in charge of American air traffic control?
Organization. That's fucking amazing. And then this other thing about Elon. Elon's going to steal everybody's money. He has $400 billion. I'm telling you, he's not going to steal your money. I'm telling you, that's not what he's doing. What he's doing is he's a super genius that's been fucked with. Okay? And when you've been fucked with by these nitwits that hide behind three-letter agencies, and you're dealing with one of the smartest people alive, and he helps Donald Trump get into office, and he goes, I want to find out what kind of corruption is really around. Well, you fucked up. You fucked up and picked the wrong psychopath on the spectrum, because he's gonna hunt you down. He's gonna find out what's going on, and that's good. That's good for everybody. That's how you should be looking at this. Like, wow, we have a brilliant mind that is examining these really fucking corrupt and goofy systems, and bringing in a bunch of psychopath wizards.
For real. He has 400 billion US American dollars. I don't think he cares about anyone's money. He cares about the American people, and that's why he's doing this. Now, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.
So President Trump has freed a bunch of captives from Venezuela. He's freed a man from Russian captivity, and he said another will be freed tomorrow. Makes me wonder, what were the Biden administration doing all this time? Are they uninterested or just completely inept? We're at the point now where Trump's presidency is so flawless that it's making me realize truly how dark the last 4 years have been. Americans were just sat in jail cells all around the world, and the most powerful country on earth had no interest in trying to save them because they were too busy trying to put trannies in every single possible position of power. We talk about how America is multiracial and it's a multi-ethnic meritocracy. So I have an idea. How about this? If you hold an American passport and you still, after these last few weeks of genuine leadership, do not like Donald Trump, if you still believe that Kamala Harris would have been a better option, how about you all just off? All of you leave America. Because let me tell you something. You will find plenty of Western-minded Brits, South Africans, Germans, French, all these people from all across the modern civilized Western world who love President Trump and would be glad to have him as their leader. Do you have any idea how jealous Europe is right now? You could take every dickhead who doesn't like Trump and fuck him off out of America and replace him with Europeans who love Trump and love his leadership. And then we can have a 100% approval rate behind one of the best leaders in modern history, and America can win like it's never won before. If I see any dipshit try to convince me that even in light of Trump's monumental successes, you believe somehow the last 4 years were a perfect representation of American excellence leadership, you don't even deserve the fucking passport. So Trump's a nicer man.